Same-sex marriage, morality vs equality. Supreme Court and same-sex marriage. The court should be neutral on moral questions about the desirability of marriage, meaning of marriage. This neutrality is mandated by its jurisprudence on equality for all irrespective of social or personal morality. Constitutional morality has been used by the Supreme Court in many cases to maintain neutrality on moral issues. Following this neutrality would mean that people's legal rights are protected irrespective of the society's moral view. Global scenario. In Australia, Same-Sex Relationships Act was enacted to provide equal entitlements for same-sex couples. In England and Wales, the Marriage, Same-Sex Couples Act 2013 enabled same-sex couples to marry in civil ceremonies or with religious rites. In 2015, the SC of the United States decided that the fundamental right to marry is guaranteed to same-sex couples. It held the denial of marriage rights to same-sex couples to be a grave and continuing harm, serving to disrespect and subordinate gays and lesbians. At least 29 countries in the world have legalized same-sex marriage. State role. 1. As per Michael Sandel, the bracketing of moral issues is the idea that the state should be neutral to moral concerns about institutions like marriage. It assumes human ability to detach oneself from his or her stories, or social and historical roles and statuses. Sandel cites the example of Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court's decision in Goodrich vs. Dept. of Public Health, 2003. Black small square, which legalized same-sex marriage not just on grounds of equality and freedom of choice but by pronouncing on the virtues of marriage. In the American context, the court only had to choose between whether marriage is about procreation or loving relationships. The significance in Indian context is much more, and it was captured by the Calcutta HC in 1901 as a union of flesh with flesh, bone with bone. Black small square, the union is a sacred tie and subsists even after death. 2. As per the philosopher Martha Nussbaum, as long as the state is in the marrying business, concerns with equality required to offer marriage to same-sex couples. But it would be a lot better if the state withdrew from the marrying business. Citizens' forces. The most radical and ultimately sustainable changes to have come for gay rights across the globe were forced on parties and electoral assemblies by ad hoc citizens' assemblies, Ireland, and pressure of citizens' initiatives, Finland. Historically, Indian society has not shared the same sense of disgust or hatred with which homosexuals were treated in other parts of the world. There were no social rumblings when homosexuality was decriminalized. It reflected the society's shared values.